I'm surprised you showed up. You disgust me, you stinky pauper. Chantel Gorman pinched her nose with distaste as she stared at me in her extravagant evening dress. Chantel, a young lady from a distinguished family in Oberlin City, had invited me to her birthday party, yet, she openly shamed me in front of the other ladies at the event. A familiar evil smirk appeared on her face. How about I give you a shower? In the next second, she kicked me and sent me plunging into the swimming pool. To dress up nicely for her birthday party, I had spent all my savings, a measly $300, on a white dress. I scrambled back to the poolside, looking disheveled. My white dress, now translucent from the dampness, clung tightly to my body like kelp. The moisture felt uncomfortable. Her piercing gaze swept past my drenched body. Snickering, she taunted, "You're just a loose woman who sleeps with any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Do you enjoy exposing your granny lingerie to everyone?" With arms crossed on my chest, I frantically escaped from the scene without looking where I was headed. Laughter exploded behind me. Unfortunately, I ran around like a lost puppy, as I wasn't familiar with the layout of the massive villa. The sky darkened. I finally came to a halt when I bumped into someone's solid chest. My nose was immediately filled with a woody scent. Clutching my reddened nose, I whispered an apology. I am sorry. I heard a soft chuckle from atop. The man spoke in a beguiling voice. "Hi, kitty cat. Where are you from?" I looked up when I heard his attractive voice, and I momentarily lost myself in the beauty of his chiseled features that looked even more perfect under the moonlight. The man checked me out as well. The thin fabric could barely hide my hourglass figure under the moonlight. I appeared vulnerable, with my mouth gaping slightly from the shock. His eyes clouded over. Then, he scooped me up by my waist. He rasped, "Oh, and you're a seductive little kitty at that." Without hesitation, he kissed me on the lips so fervently and passionately that I subjected myself to his loving. He smelled of sandalwood. Suddenly, I felt myself lifted off the ground. He had picked me up by the waist. I let out a tiny gasp and stared at him pitifully like a deer in headlights. He cheered up at my innocence. Smiling, he said, "Kitty cat, don't worry. I'll make you happy." I buried my head shyly in his chest, but deep within, I was smirking gleefully. Of course I wasn't afraid of him. Our encounter today was thanks to my careful planning. After all, I was a poor girl from the countryside who was scouted by an elite school due to my excellent grades. They offered me a full-ride scholarship and a generous stipend. I went off to college with high hopes, only to be mocked by Chantel on the first day of school. I recalled Chantel staring at the patches on my shirt, taunting, "Wow, they really admit anyone now, don't they?" It was because of that statement that my world plunged into darkness. At college, I was ostracized, locked in the bathroom, had nails placed on my seat, and had filthy water splashed on me. Chantel and I might be college mates, but we